we're live. Let's recheck.
Says you're live.
Says I'm live. I'm alive. Do we have peoples? Somebody left their phone on.
Yeah.
It was not me. Oh, I'm in the wrong group. One of those days. Here we are. Hi, Linda. No time. Hi. Oh, I got to put my sound on. Oh, there we go. Hit the wrong button, guys. Hello, hello. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Dorothy. Welcome. Welcome. I tell you what, my fingers have been cracking. Hi, Midge. So tonight, okay, I have a confession. We're making a kit, but I thought, hi, Sin. I thought I had another roll of the green with the border, the real pretty border, and I didn't. So we're going to use a plain green with the turquoise blue. It'll still look great, but just know, hey, Amanda, I miscounted. It happens, but I'd rather my customer be happy, so. And it's the same process. Hi, Lisa. How are you? I feel like it's like Thursday or Friday. Running through myself this week. Hi, Dawn. So we're going to make the kit. I love gnomes, but I picked the duck. Because I want to put it in the shop. So, spring is sprung. I really wish spring was here because this cold weather stinks. Hi, Kelly. So, he's over there. I don't know. He's sharing me across the nation. So, we're going to put a little E6000. I just barely, I have like a big tube. But I just barely put a little dot on it. And then we'll smush it around. That's even probably more than I normally do. I just barely squeeze it. Hi, Dorothy. Oh, I didn't close the curtains. Oh, well. Yep. Oh, that's not even all of it. I got Deca mesh. I got my 21 inch over there. I got my burlap in the hallway. And then I have all my kit mesh stays downstairs so I don't get it mixed in. And have another happy accident. So I just take a little stick we use for... Hi, Deb. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Let me know where you're from if you wouldn't mind sprinkling the love, the glitter, whatever you choose. So we're just going to leave our little sign off to the side so it can dry. Now, I've done some of the prep, but this is a kit. Hi, Pammy. Shh, Deb. Shh, no more snow, unless you're going to snow me in. My new car does do pretty good the snow, though. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Mary. So we have a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. And these are, so you have 8 on the inside and 10 on the outside. So remember, they're about 4 1/4. I kind of, you can bend them over and then put your next one about 1/2 inch before the end. That's if you have them even. But if you remember, I have a cheater board. So if you make a lot of wreaths, get all your pipe cleaners where you want them and then draw some dots. And it's less of a headache. Thank you, guys. Georgia. Hope your weather's warmer than here. It was like, I think it was 11 this morning when I left for work. Okay, so that's all ready. 10 on the outside, 8 on the inside. You can do wreaths with 6 and 6. Just know that they're not as poofy. The coverage isn't as good unless you like do poofs and then curls and then rolls. I have, actually when I started I did do that. So we'll cut a few of these. So here's the green and the turquoise. Now the green in the kit does have the foil, is it purple, blue, and pink on the edge, on each end. And then we'll pair these two together. So I paired this with this because this has got green in it. I know, Lisa, when I thought about it, I'm like, I'm always thinking, work smarter, not harder. And then I love this one. This is like, I bought a huge roll of it, and it's like, it's not all gone. But, I love it. It can go for summer or spring. And then this is a pretty blue, because I pulled the blue out of there. So I always try to match my ribbons. So this is actually the leftover that will be for the ribbon. You can make your ribbon tails 12, 13, 14. That will just adjust how much ribbon you have for your bow, because you get 5 yards of each of those 4 colors that I showed you. So I've already cut mine. I cut mine at 13, and I've already cut them and dovetailed them, and I fold them in half together so I don't, because one time I mixed up which ones I was pairing together and had to tear it apart. That was a bad deal. Pan down while you were going. Pan down. Man down.
So we switch cameras.
Yes, I want you to switch cameras. Grr. Oh my gosh, Amanda, shush. My arthritis would be so glad to be in the 70s.
Those mics are really loud. You don't have to shout.
Okay. He's telling me I'm shouting. So I'm just going to show you how I cut. I have a little board here. Sometimes I use 2, especially when you get down towards the end of the rolls. They want to go flying at you. So I'm cutting mine at 19 inches. And then I just kind of roll them upon themselves. Floyd is quiet? Yeah, right, Rosalind. I didn't see Nakia's name, Linda. Long time no see, huh? Linda came to visit me at work today. We'll cut a rest. You can, I will cut up to 4 layers of mesh. I don't like to cut any more than that. I kind of just roll them, make little rolls of everything that I'm cutting. These boards were actually a scrap leftover from when Floyd worked at a stair place. They make nice weights.
Linda said she's going to choke her with a pipe cleaner.
You got to choke her with a pipe cleaner? Don't waste the pipe cleaner. So I cut these at 19 inches. Technically 20 divides into 10 yards, 360 feet, 20 times. Or 20 inches, yeah. So, but, you know, the rolls are not always exactly 10 yards. See, look at that. I've got more on one than I do on the other. I need me another. I got more blue on there than I do of the green, but we'll make it work. There we go. Okay, now we have them all rolled. Look at those. Okay. So we're going to do 2 woodland ruffles with our mesh on top. Remember my handy dandy 3rd hand. I didn't get water, Linda. I got a pop. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Sprinkles of love, please. We're like, what are we at? 3,800 and something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, the followers just keep going on and on and on. Most people told me it takes you, if you're very active on your page, it takes you like 2 years to get to 5,000 followers. And we're at 3,800 and some.
Still a long way from 5,000.
But I've only been on, when did I start doing lives? June? I'd have to go back through my videos, but I haven't been on a year yet.
Dorothy asked what size frame is that?
A 14 from Dollar Tree.
14 and a quarter.
14 and a quarter, it says.
Hi, Vincent.
But my mat says 14. Hi, Vincent. Yes, it's chilly up here, too. Hi, Ellen. Oh, we got to 50. How do you sprinkle? U-S-H-A-R-E. I'm not allowed to say it on Facebook. Okay.
Just say it.
You gotta share. I said it. I was bad.
What are they going to do, spank you?
No, they put me into the Facebook black hole. Yay! I'll make sure I'm down this way. A couple clothespins. If you guys buy chip clips, those are great too if you have them. But I don't know, they seem a little big sometimes, and those ones that are like curved like this don't really hold the mesh. Clothespins are my favorite.
Get a big pack of them for $1 at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, you can get a big pack of them for $1 at Dollar Tree, and if it breaks, you just throw it away. So I love them. If you want to spray paint them, you can. So I'm just going to roll it about 3 or 4 times. Facebook jail. No, actually, they don't put you in Facebook jail. The algorithm, if you say those words, they just won't promote your page. So we don't want that. There was that last roll. Hi, Shauna. Where it was folded over on the edge. Thank you for sprinkling. So you fold it 3 times. 1, 2, 2.5, kind of. And then you scrunch it up the middle. I just kind of walk my fingers up, meet the other one, and then you have a little bow tie. The longer you have your mesh, your bow tie turns into a butterfly. Because I like to do 30 inches. Then it gets really, really big. Yeah, I love clothespins. So this is a real pretty blue. They called it a turquoise blue. I don't know if I'd go so far as turquoise, but I'm actually going to use it in another kit. I think I'm going to make flip-flops. I do have a watermelon kit that just went on this morning. So I'm just doing, I have this Bodabra that I put my bundles in. If you don't, you would just clothespin them like this, and then you can just add everything at once. So let's see. So if you didn't have one of these, you could put this in, squeeze it, twist once, and then you can put the other one in, squeeze it down and twist once. And then I've already folded my ribbons to find the center, and you just kind of do a little pleat in the middle. But see how it's laying? You want it to lay like a bird. Just kind of put your fingers in there and lay them out, because you want the ribbon to kind of go down.
Birds don't lay with their wings out. Just saying.
He's going to be a butthead tonight. And then you can put that in. Okay, so if you don't have a bow dabber or something to hold your stuff, don't fret. You can still do it.
Pat asked, what color is that green? Pretty color.
Yeah, it is a pretty color. It's, oh. Did I throw my stuff away? No, I didn't throw my stuff away. Did I throw it away?
Not supposed to.
No, that's for the, so it's one of these. It's either, well, I have both of my things. It's RE130144 or RE130150 are the two colors of mesh. Hi Deanne. Hi Christy. Hi Joyce. So we'll just keep going, and I'm going to do the next ones as a bundle. It actually goes faster if you do them in bundles. I learned that early on. I would do like all one color, then I would do the next color, and then I'd do my ribbon.
Oh, that is exciting news, Dawn. She has been asked to put some of her wreaths.
Wow, that's nice.
Awesome.
How exciting. So I'm just putting mine in the Bodabra. You could actually use anything that has like two dowels, like my Easy Bow Maker. I've done it when I do my parties. So I put the green on bottom, now I'm going to put the blue on top, then I'm going to alternate just like I do on my others. I'm feeling a poof wreath next time. Poof.
Nakia, you finally made it.
Well, about time, girl. Linda says she was going to strangle you with a pipe cleaner, but we didn't want to waste the pipe cleaner. I think this one is so cute. It's got all the spring colors. We actually go into another shop to display signs starting next month.
Amy, if you go to our web address, which is in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, yes, we sell individual signs as well.
Yep. We do have a sign of the month club that you get a very exclusive sign, and you also get 10% off of all signs. So that's a perk to being in the sign of the month club. I'm not going to mess with my ribbon right now until at the end, so I decide how I'm going to do it. She always wants to strangle you. So now our blue is on bottom and our green is on top. So now we're going to start with our green. I'm rolling it about 3 times. If you made something with very thin mesh, you would want to roll it, cut it longer, and then be able to roll it, a little more to make the color be defined. I've already got winter blues. I'm ready for spring. Well, I'm ready for warmer weather because in springtime, then it comes allergies. I don't open the windows very often. Hi, Lori. Watch the Ellen games?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. We don't
watch TV.
We canceled our cable. We never watched it. We canceled it like 3 weeks ago. My son finally said, what's wrong with the TV? Canceled the cable. All I watch is YouTube. Either I'm working or watching YouTube.
YouTube or Facebook Live.
Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, my grandkids come over and they want to make a wreath. I'm like, I don't know if Mom wants all the wreaths in the house. Well, the one boy at Christmas time, he made a candy cane.
Oh yeah, they're stoked to come over and make wreaths.
Yeah. So our blue's on top, now our blue's on bottom. I like this blue. So when I was ordering stuff for my kit, I actually ordered 2 sets of blue. So now I got more. So I ended up with like 12 rolls of it. I know, isn't it cute? It'll match the sign really good. See the sign? It's got the green and the blue's just a, but it's got blue here and blue here. I thought it was cute. That sign is in the shop. I find all this cute.
Nakia asked what size wreath one we're using since she's a slacker. And
You are a slacker. It's a 14 from Dollar Tree.
Sin says very cute sign. Hi, Sin.
Thank you. I twisted about 3 times because I'm not cutting this time in case something happens. Nothing's gonna happen though, but
if you don't cut them,
if I don't cut them, nothing will happen.
If you cut them, you'll miss something.
Thanks, Rosalind.
That's how it always works.
I know. It'll be alright. I'm not like a green color person, but I do like it with this blue. And the kit does have the foil. It's a border mesh. I just miscounted when I made my kits, so.
I sold them all.
He sold them all, which is fine.
Where'd you find them, Nakia?
Oh, where'd you find them at? I told my sons.
Linda had.
Went and oh, that's nice, Ellen.
Linda couldn't find any. Had to buy some off of Jeanette.
Yep. Oh wow. Oh wow, Rosalind. Well, I'm considered an essential worker. So even when we were on lockdown, I didn't get to stay home. So I'm just alternating what ribbons I'm doing as well. All the ribbons are wired. Thank you, Rima.
Oh, she said she got them at Dollar Tree. Linda couldn't find them.
Aw. I was waiting for you to say, I need some ducky sign. This is a duck one. Yeah, if you send me a picture, Dawn needed a smiley face one to go with her wreath that she made. And I can pick the color in the computer. I can pick the colors out of your whatever you send me and match it. It's really neat. Yes, I know, Nakia. I have some hanging on the wall. Last year, I wanted to buy one case, and I forgot I'd already stuck it in my cart, so I ended up with 2. And that's a lot of pixie leaves.
Well, hello, Jen. Welcome.
Hey, Jen. How are you? I need a vacation from myself. I just took a vacation, but it was to rearrange the 2 rooms. Aw, thanks, Dawn. I like it when you guys send me your pictures of your wreaths that you're doing with our signs. Several of you have been doing that. Some ribbon is really hard to tell whether it's the front or the backs. You got to kind of pay attention to the stitching.
Ricky says, has your Walmart put out Easter yet? Ours hasn't. I'm needing some pretty bunnies.
So Easter sets a week from, see, the Valentine's Day is next Sunday. I think it's set Sunday night. So like, because Valentine's isn't a huge, so there's not like a bunch of overstock or anything. We're almost sold out of our like decorations and whatnot. Hey Ricky, you never sent me your address. You won the glitter mail last week. Do we set, it's either this Sunday or next Sunday we set Easter. Because they were talking about it earlier. the Dollar Tree and bought some little carrots and some little glitter Easter egg balls. Not that I needed them, but I have some more around here somewhere.
Ricky says he did.
You did? Hop to it, Skippy.
I'm busy. I'll look for it after the live. If not, I know how to find him on Facebook. Oh, Alicia was at Sam's Club Sunday, and I forgot to tell her to see if they had the ribbon or not.
You're grounded.
Don't tease me with a good time. We just need to rejoin.
Yeah. Not for the ribbon, but that too.
No, for the butcher paper.
For the butcher paper. Floyd uses butcher paper a lot.
A lot.
We didn't renew our last Sam's membership, so when he found it on Sam's.com. So he had his daughter get it.
Well, you have to order it online anyway.
Rick, you can put that on there. You put it on there.
I know, I'm right. I don't think I would put my address out there.
Why? It's on our business page. Or is it? I know my phone number is.
I don't know if it is or not. It was, then we took it down. I think we might have put it back on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, Rosalind. If I wouldn't have gotten in trouble for that, it would have just been something else. I'm always in trouble.
But he made me supper tonight. He made a very new recipe pizza with a cream cheese crust. So I just took
cream cheese and grated Parmesan.
Oh, grated Parmesan and cream cheese. It was really good. So I just took the ends of my ruffles and kind of made them where they're leaning up against each other, not covering each other. So it makes your wreath a little fuller.
Oh, absolutely, Tracy. When we do go back up, we will get the business membership.
Yeah, we had the business membership last time because you get roadside assistance too.
Where do we have that?
I was going to say, we have it.
Well, and Ellen's right too. It's a $45 membership, and right now you get a $45 gift card.
Woohoo!
I don't think you get one with the business membership though.
Oh well.
So you get a year membership for free if you just want to do the regular membership.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll probably do business.
Yeah, probably.
As long as I can order the butcher paper and have it sent to
you have one, Amy? That's good.
Because I'll probably start ordering it 2 or 3 rolls at a time.
Yeah.
I go through a lot of it.
We're going to clean up your closet first.
What do I need to clean up my closet for butcher paper?
Just store the other rolls that you're going to... I cleaned up my closet.
Got a place for the boxes.
Yeah. You're the shipping department, aren't you?
No, I quit.
No, he quit. He's quitting shipping. He had to think of something to say. I could see the gears turning.
The new kit is on, the wreath kits are on Etsy.
Oh, yeah. So go to ourbackroomcreations.etsy.com. I put all my wreath kits on Etsy. Right now, there is a program that links your inventory between the 2 sites, but we just haven't done it yet. So I keep all the kits on Etsy. And they're under sign and ribbon and wreath kits. This one completely sold out. I do have a watermelon one in there. I've got, I think it says 4 more.
Yep, there's 4 more of the watermelon.
Because if you're in my glitter gang group, you get first dibs on the wreath kits. And sometimes they almost buy them all.
Oh, it happens so frequently, Tracy, I don't remember which one happened last.
What?
Did I get promoted or demoted? Usually one of each a day.
Sometimes I don't even talk to him during the day. Who?
Mitzi.
Oh, my comments are scrolling. Boy, you're getting in trouble.
What did you do?
I have nothing to do with the computer, Mr. Commentator.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, Mitzi. Coach tries to blame his stuff on me.
Amy, our signs, the metal ones are $10, the wooden ones are $13.
The military, yeah. It doesn't matter what size, because pretty much the cost is the same. So it's metal 10, wood 13. Keeps it simple.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot of difference in the price of the supplies, so I just keep it simple. Makes it easier on me.
Anything to make it easier on him. I do custom signs too.
Hey, I work hard in there.
That thing smells too. You love your. I'm so glad, Mitzi.
Oh, we're still burning the paint off the new heat press.
Oh.
That's going to smell for a while.
Yes, he got a new heat press. He's happy. It's a bigger one. Or he's happier. When we get the bigger sawgrass, we'll be able to do bigger signs.
Yeah, Ellen, none of the Dollar Trees the Dollar Trees around us have any wreath frames either. Dorothy, the shipping on the signs.
It's $4 for the first one and $1 each one after. Now, yeah, that's what we have. Yep.
That's what they are on Etsy.
Yep.
On the website they go.
On the website they go by weight, but it
works out to just about the same.
It's worked about the same. A few cents off.
Well, hi, Jeannie. Better late than never.
Hi, Jeannie. You're late. You're late for a very important date with me.
That was weird.
You're weird. I didn't roll. See how I didn't roll that one enough? How it looks? It's Floyd's fault. There we go. I like my rolls to be pretty tight, because when you let go, they kind of open up.
Yeah, she actually did that about 10 minutes before we went live, Pat.
What?
Went to DollarTree.com and ordered frames.
I did.
So we ordered some 14-inch, some 8-inch. That's pretty much how it works, Mitzi. I get blamed for everything.
Oh, but you heard him. He blamed me on it. On stuff. He's not an angel, you know. Unless he's got horns holding up that halo.
I broke my halo.
He broke his halo.
I
believe that.
I don't even have one anymore.
The stories I heard about you as a kid.
Hey. This is a family
I can't
show.
tell you stories.
Yeah, this is a family
PG.
show. We can't discuss this on there. Oh, Nakia says after the live, can you PM her so we can set up our date?
Sure.
Or your date, rather, not my date.
You don't want to go play? He actually went to where he's posted the pictures on Facebook of me doing a class. He did go to that one. Of course, the person that was holding it at the time, she was one of my employees and a friend, so he went to take pictures and...
Ellen, I do believe, do you still have to buy the Dollar Tree frames by the case?
Yeah. Well, no, I thought I saw one of them. You could buy it in sets of 4 or something.
Something like that.
And then you still have to pay shipping, I think.
Yeah, you can't get them shipped to the store anymore. Because if you check to have them shipped to the store, it tells them they're back ordered. If you click on home delivery, Faye says, just joined. What are we making tonight?
We're making our Easter kit. Unfortunately, it's sold out already.
Teresa said she bought your Easter kit, but it's different than this one.
So, in the beginning, I said...
this isn't the Easter kit anyway. This is...
the spring kit. Sorry.
This is the spring kit.
Yeah, this is the spring one. You bought the Easter one that was... But, it's constructed the same. All of my kits are constructed the same unless you want to, add a poof under this, which you could do. It would just make it really thick. All my kits are designed, and when I make them the same way every kit.
But if you're referring to the spring kit, yes, this one is different because
yeah.
I sold them all and I didn't save her one to make. So she has to do a substitute mesh.
So the green in the kit has large foil borders of the pink, purple, and blue, I think it is. So that's the only thing that's different. I said, oh, I can still make it, no big deal. I'll just have to use plain green. So I gotta remember what I started with. Some people make their wreaths from the outside or inside out. I make them from the outside in.
Oh,
Huh?
Nothing.
Rude. So whatever kit you bought, you can construct it just like this. I did do a tutorial type on. It's listed on under my Facebook videos. Let's Get Prepped or something. I do everything from putting the pipe cleaners on the wreath form, cutting my mesh, cutting my ribbons, and dovetailing them. So if you're a beginner, you can see how I do that.
Linda has a question.
Linda has a question.
Do you need me to blow that up for you?
No, I'm good. I just gotta stand still. So Linda, when I go to put the sign on this, we'll talk about that. Because that's one of the things I say. Don't, you're pulling it too tight. You'll pull down to the deep blue under.
There's a fine line between tight enough so that it doesn't flop around and too tight that it sinks in.
And then always make sure that you use 4 attach points, like on a rectangle or a square sign, even on a circle sign, depending on how and where you're putting it in your wreath. You might want to put more than just 2.
Lynn asked, where is a good place to get ribbon for these wreaths cheap? Love making wreaths, but if you're not in business to sell them, ribbon is pricey.
So, I would not buy it at Michael's or Joann's. I have bought a couple at Michael's. At Christmas time, I bought some at Hobby Lobby, and wasn't too disappointed. I like a canvas or a linen ribbon, just because they're pretty stiff. These are linen, and they'll fray a little bit at the edge sometimes if you mess around with them too much, and I'll just have to trim them up. I don't like satin per se, but they have all the cute designs on them. So it kind of depends on what I'm going to use it for. I'll put satin in my bows before I'll make tails out of it. I really don't like to make tails out of satin. But I get a lot of my stuff at Craft Outlet, Deco Exchange, Wreath Shop, Trendy Tree.
Tracy told Linda she had to double her pipe cleaners because her wreath was too fluffy. It happens.
Yeah, I was watching somebody in another private group that I'm in. She had such thick ribbon that she had to double pipe cleaner it. Sometimes when you get into the 4-inch meshes or 4-inch ribbons and they're really, really good quality, high-end ribbon, they're really thick. And like glitter ribbon, it's really thick too.
And also, Lynn, if you look I can't talk.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, something like that. In my comment, if you go onto Facebook and go into groups and search for D-Stash, a lot of times you'll find a lot of people selling like 5 yards.
Yeah, some people will sell it by like
by the
foot,
yard.
or by the yard.
Exactly, Mitzi. Tracy says, have you ever tried the spray stiffener on satin ribbon? Let her tell you a story.
How I first started?
Yep.
Okay, so when I first started, making wreaths. I wasn't selling them yet. I was just making them. And I'm like, the gross grain ribbon is so cute. It has all the little characters on it. And I'm like, but I can't use that. It's not wired. So me, in my infinite wisdom, thought, so I bought me a drying rack. My son hated it because I'd leave it in the shower. And I bought a big bottle of Stay Flow liquid starch. And I would dunk the ribbon in the starch and then run my fingers through it to get the excess out and then dry it on the drying rack in my shower. And it wasn't too bad. I mean, they weren't real stiff like wired. It's a little stiff. But that's how I started out.
Yes, Linda, D-Stash on Facebook. I'm a member of at least 3 or 4. There's a whole bunch of them, though.
I bought ribbon on a few of them. This lady was getting out of the wreath business, and she sold ribbon for $2 a roll.
Jumped on that.
I jumped on that.
That's where I bought my police.
Yeah.
My black and blue police ribbon.
There's 5th Street Studio on Etsy. She sells a lot of ribbon. That's mostly what she sells. So,
her prices are pretty decent.
Now, Deco Exchange, they're a little on the higher end. Craft Outlet, if you can find what you want, because it's kind of hit or miss right now with them. I usually try to buy, especially for my kits, I buy in the 50-yard rolls because it's a little cheaper.
Yeah, but she's not going to want to buy 50-yard rolls because she's not making them to sell them.
You're not making them to sell them now.
Ricky says, and now people are making the rag bows and doing them that way with the liquid starch too.
Yeah. I haven't made any rag bows yet.
I just watched
Michelle from M&B Creation. She does really awesome rag bows. It's on my to-do list. Just haven't got it done.
Maybe we can do that in a private group on a Saturday.
Well, it's a few-day process. You have to kind of...
We can break it down into several.
Well, you could.
Several days.
Yeah. Or have something in each stage. Yeah, I like rag bows. Floyd said he thinks they're kind of messy looking. You want to do our drawing? So if you're here, make sure you have said something because Floyd has a bot that chooses our winner. So every 50 viewers, we draw somebody's name. You might get ribbon, you might get a sign, you might get a coupon to our shop.
You might get a sign and ribbon.
I did a sign and ribbon one time.
Amy, absolutely, I did see that. I also seen a different lady do one out of shelf liner from Dollar Tree.
Oh yeah. He's trying to figure out the ribbon ones where you wrap it around the outer bar of a frame and have it like dovetailed. He keeps trying to figure that one out because he makes the ribbon. Oh, was it here? Somebody was asking me what a ribbon wreath looks like.
Go back and watch my live.
I can't remember if it was in this group or if it was in the private group. But somebody said, "What's a ribbon wreath look like?" So basically, this is ribbon. 2.5-inch ribbon just wrapped around, and you glue it every few often, and then you put a bow on it. Floyd made one. He put a farm chicken sign on it.
Put a bow on the other side that you didn't put a sign on. Yeah, like that.
Like that.
Only mine had a sign on it.
So that's a ribbon wreath.
Virginia said she's seen the video on the shelf liners too.
Yeah. That's when I fall asleep at night. I'm watching YouTube. Not that I get through anybody's live all the way, because
I want to make a Laura Jean wreath. Big enough it won't go out the door.
Laura Jean does make big wreaths.
I want to make a really big.
She used elevated wreath.
Obnoxiously over the top one.
Now I used to put a lot of embellishments in my wreaths, but in my area, they just don't sell very well.
Well, and to be honest with you, if you pick the right ribbon with the right mesh, it really doesn't need much in the way of embellishments.
It depends on what kind of person you are. You might like that. I have someone at work that's eyeballing my pink Christmas wreath from last year. She's like, "Do you still have that?" I said, "Yeah, I didn't sell." Will you scroll my comments, please?
What do you keep doing that they quit scrolling?
I'm not touching the computer.
So,
So embellishments mean like, so if you put Easter eggs
you can
into
show
it.
them on your tree.
Oh, this is embellishments. So, you know, these are picks. You know, you could like stick down in your, not this one, but you know, you could stick it down in your wreath. At Christmas times, I put color coordinated.
Tracy said to please put the ribbon wreath in front of the camera.
Okay.
You got her attention with the ribbon wreath. Now she wants to see it. There you go. That's better.
So this is just 2.5 inch ribbon. I put a little jute wire on here as I was doing it, and then I glue every few twists.
See, when I did mine, I only glued it once.
Yeah,
At
well,
the very
whatever.
end.
And then I just put a bow on it. I made this one night. I actually made the wreath, and then when I was doing bow tutorials, I was just showing how to make a little funky bow. But that's really all that is. And then Floyd made one. He put a sign on it. He sold his.
I did.
I haven't even put mine in the shop. It's a little early for red, white, blue. So I do have a private group. It's called the Glitter Gang, Backroom Glitter Gang, and we do things pretty slow. We spend time talking about colors and what matches and how to use a color wheel. Caught my shirt. I usually don't wear long sleeves. We just do a lot, do a lot of different things. If you want information on that, it's pinned to the top of my page here. It's $9.99 a month. And we meet twice a week.
Oh, Tracy said thanks. She was the one that asked.
You're welcome.
I think I had that wrote down somewhere.
You struggle with making bows, Amy? Just keep trying. Because a year ago, I could not make a bow to save myself. So I just kept at it and watched a bunch of people on YouTube and Scott Waterman from Waterman's Loft. He's real good to watch make bows. Katie from Crazy Maisie. She's real good to watch make bows. But just search bow tutorial and just keep watching. That's truly how I just kept trying. My first ones were so. I still take my time on my bows.
You should go watch Scott and go back through his older videos.
He made blindfolded.
Bows blindfolded.
They had a contest between him and one of his staff members. They made bows blindfolded. That man can make bows. That's all I'm going to say. Just keep trying, guys.
Yep, don't give up. Just keep practicing.
Yes, Linda.
That's funny.
I've been drinking. It's almost gone. I told Floyd, I said, Linda says I gotta drink while I'm doing my live because I talk too much. Or not talk too much, but I talk a lot, I talk a lot. You want to just sit here and watch me make this, do you?
Maybe. Maybe that's why she told you to drink more. You won't be talking as much.
So, Amy, I'm going to make my bow here in a minute, and this is what I use. I use the Deluxe Easy Bow Maker. This rod right here is a little short one. It's for hair bows, so I don't put it in there. But this is what we're going to use here in a minute. I've made one in my bow dabber. I bought my bow dabber for the purpose of holding my mesh.
What's Scott Waterman?
Waterman's Loft is
his Facebook page.
Design with Scott is his crafting page. Waterman's Loft is his business site because they sell ribbon and mesh and and all that stuff.
Yes, T. I did get your address and it did get sent out.
She's one of the. rush order?
No,
Oh, okay. I'll shut up.
she wanted glitter mail.
Oh, glitter mail.
So it is on its way, T.
Glitter mail. Always think when I say that, I always think of Blue's Clues. Mail time. Blue's Clues came to become when my 23-year-old was little. He loved Blue's Clues.
Read screen.
Amanda, you are our winner tonight.
Yes, Rosalind. Nick makes really nice bows too.
Nick's door decor. He's so cute. I just want to pinch his cheeks.
Go right ahead.
Go right ahead. I know. I'm so excited. Crafters Convention. The dates got changed next fall because Illinois' corona is kind of nasty. We're supposed to do it this spring. But congratulations, Amanda. So you can expect some glitter mail. I almost thought about putting some big pieces of glitter in there, but I won't do that.
That's just rude.
I thought it would be pretty funny though.
Well, if they make wreaths as much as you do, they probably already have glitter all through their house anyway.
Christmas time was so much fun. Okay, so I have one set left over. So see how it's not quite as full here in the middle? So what I'm going to do is take 3 pipe cleaners. I usually do it with 2, but then sometimes one's been coming off, so we're going to make bigger pipe cleaners. See, I've done mine handheld. I didn't learn that way, but I have a lot of arthritis in my hands. If I had to make more than one wreath in a day, my hands would probably be paying for it. Yes, glitter was everywhere. Tea, funny. So I'm just taking these 2 and I'm just twisting one way and twisting the other one the other way to make them longer. So now I'm going to show you what I do on the back. So when your wreath isn't quite as full, because if you put your sign in the middle, some people do, some people don't. You don't want it sinking into the big black hole of wreath. So I attach these on the back in a crisscross manner. They serve 2 purposes. We'll make sure they're really, really tight. You can attach, I have 1 extra set of ruffles, more mesh in the middle. So, number 1, you won't look at it as a hole in the middle of your wreath. My grapevines, I don't mind, the hole because it's a grapevine. But my deco mesh ones, I really don't like them to look empty in the middle. So we just do a crossbar.
Mitzi says if she did a bow by hand, her hand would become the bow.
Yeah. I've done it, especially when you have directional patterns or words. That part of it I do by hand. And I've done a couple. I'm not very good at the hand ones. Okay, so I put a cross member here. So we're going to take this last set.
Did you show that on the camera how that looks? There you go. Down a little bit more, closer to the camera and down. Yep, just like that.
Just a crisscross. Anything else, mister?
No. We're all good. I'm trying to help our viewers out, that's all.
So we're just going to ruffle these up. I'm not putting ribbon on them, just the ruffles. Some people can take the mesh and like do the rolls across their chest at the same time. I can't do that. So then you take a half a pipe cleaner.
See, everybody liked that I did that.
What? Oh.
Tracy says, good direction, Floyd. Mitzi says, you go, Floyd. Pammy says, thank you, Floyd.
Hey, Pammy. So, I'm just going to pull this out, and I'm going to put my round side, I want my rounded part of the pipe cleaner on top. Because we're going to...
Linda says, any suggestions on easing the arthritis in your hand?
Drugs. Oh. Make me mad. My grandma had really bad arthritis in her hand too.
Linda says her comments are ahead of the video, LOL.
So I lost my poof, so I gotta do it again. I think the problem is, because sometimes when I use a half a pipe cleaner, I can't grab it, like hold on to it.
Linda says what she means is, how do you work the wreath without hurting?
I only do one a day.
Take breaks.
Take breaks. Like right now my back is hurting. I don't know if you guys have noticed I wear a back brace.
Oh, there you go, Tracy. Wear fingerless gloves when working, keeps your hands warm.
Oh, yeah. So I made two woodland ruffles just like we did, and I put the pipe cleaner towards the bottom, and then what you do is the bar or the crisscross that I did in the back, I'm just going to push this down in here. This is when you get to pull really hard. Get it down in there. Kind of push your other ones around and fluff them out to the edge. And you'll never know that it's not part of the wreath. And then you just attach it back here.
They can't see that.
Oops. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay. So I just attach it back here.
And then show them the front one you're going to put.
I will. So I used a full pipe cleaner that time just because my fingers won't hold on to a half. And then always make sure that you take your edge and fold it down because you don't want your customers or your door scratched. So you want to take and make sure that all your poofs that are part of your wreath are up. And then that just makes this blend in. Just like that. Okay. So now we're going to take the outside ribbons and put them in a V.
Tracy added to her tip. Her husband got her some mechanics gloves and she cut the fingertips off. They're perfect.
Cool.
Thanks for the tip, Tracy.
So I cut my pipe cleaners about 1/4 of an inch long. I do that in case you boo-boo. And then I just turn them in. So I alternate my ribbons.
Thank you, T.
Oh, thanks. Using a color wheel has helped me use colors that I probably wouldn't have chosen otherwise. I didn't really use a color wheel for this one. I just pulled colors. You want to pull colors from your sign.
You're welcome for the color wheel tip.
So my husband, Floyd, bought a color wheel. They have plenty of online ones. Don't feel like you need to go out and buy
I got a
one.
really cool one on my phone now, too. Since somebody stole my color wheel.
I did. I stole this color wheel.
T asked, do you ever use placemats on the back of your wreath?
Yes, I do. Sometimes. A couple things depend. If a customer asks me to, I will. Or a drawer full. Dollar Tree will usually sell the bright colored ones in the summer. And Walmart sells the more neutral colors. The ones at Walmart are like $2. So And then if you've had to add a lot of embellishments, or there's things on the back of your wreath that might scratch your customer's door or your door, I put one on there. Or some people have used felt. You just cut a piece of felt in a circle and then make little slits where you would use zip ties to attach it.
But the way we make wreaths, they're so full, you usually don't have to worry about anything on the backside scratching anything.
No, because usually the poof will keep the frame off of the door.
I've never heard of that, Pamela.
What?
Voltaren for arthritis?
Voltaren? I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look at it. I don't know what's worse, my back or my neck or my hands. Getting old and degenerative disc disease. I think I hit 45-ish and everything started breaking. So I'm just turning around and putting these in a V. These up here, this is why I like to cut my pipe cleaners as I go, because it seems like kind of redundant to keep going back around the wreath, but I've made a few mistakes and had to go back and undo some bundles.
Roseland said she used it too.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to write that down.
Please do. So I just kind of curl my ends of my tails in the middle because I crisscross them. These will stay in a V on the outside. Just cutting them off about 1/4 of an inch. And then I bend them in. You always, to get good products, results, you have to start with good products. I'm not saying that I don't ever buy anything from Dollar Tree. I will not buy their mesh. I did buy some to put in an outside garland. I just wanted to, loop it through. I wasn't cutting it, so.
Well, hello, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. It should be at Walmart, Mitzi? Okay, cool. I'll look for it.
Mitzi says she doesn't think she could stand to make a wreath.
Do you know, a lot of people,
yeah.
See, we're trying to prevent me from having back surgery. I tried to sit, even when I'm doing things, not on a live, I still can't sit. It's just, I don't know, whether it hurts my back to bend over, or, I don't know.
That's why we built your counter to the height that it is.
Yeah, I asked him to build my counter to the height for me to stand.
Well, maybe if you had the proper height table when you were sitting.
Yeah, maybe. But I do like to stand. My back does hurt some when I'm standing. Okay, so we've got all the way around the outside. When you do them in a V on the outside, you see more of the ribbon, I think, than doing it in a crisscross pattern on the outside. I think it just gives the roundness more definition. No, it's not good. And neither is stuff at Joann's. It's really thin and it frays a lot. Now, in a pinch, I have bought some stuff there. But it was mostly, 21-inch rolls to do poofs where you're not cutting it. That's why I love to do a woodland ruffle, because your ends are going in.
Hides the fray.
And it hides the frays.
Linda asked, where did you say you got this ribbon? I missed a few minutes.
I think it all came from Craft Outlet. And all these were in 50-yard rolls. Now, I know this one, the plaid one, I bought an assortment box from Trendy Tree or Sims. Sims is a vendor, so you gotta have a vendor's license. And it had a 10-yard roll of this in the assortment box. So I was like, wow, that's cool. Even though I have, 50 feet of it. That's alright. I think it's pretty. I bought a couple other plaid pastel ones for spraying. Just take your ribbon and put it where you want it. Yeah, my doctor does not want to do back surgery. I get injections about every 6 to 9 months. And sometimes they last a few months, sometimes they don't. You can't have them too often because it's steroids. But mine go clear down to the bone. Not that you want to know that, but so I have to be knocked out for it. I know a few people that's had back surgery, like, don't do it. And I said, I don't plan on it.
Tracy asked if you ever heard of dry needling.
Nah, don't think so.
Is it similar to acupuncture, maybe?
Oh, for my back. I was thinking crafting.
That may be what she talked about too, but we've been talking about back pain, so.
I don't think I have.
A lot of people have recommended to me finding some place to get acupuncture done.
Yeah. Floyd's afraid of needles. He doesn't like them.
I'm not afraid of them, I just don't like them. Never used to bother me. Look at all the tattoos I have.
Until I had to give him blood thinner shot for like 3 months or something.
It's horrible.
It was. Poor guy. I had to give him 2 shots a day. Alright, so we're all the way around.
It's a type of physical therapy. Many teachers are getting it done.
Huh.
I'll have to look into that.
Really, Amy? Wow. I know I've been through all kinds of physical therapy, and I've had 2 discs taken out of my neck, and I have a plate and 4 screws.
I still say she's got a screw loose, but
okay. So here's our wreath. Pretty. So let's make our bow.
I've only seen about half of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because it's so big. You're not going to fit it all. Alright, now you're getting everybody a headache.
Make you dizzy. You'll see it at the end. Okay, let's get rid of this. Take a drink, Linda. Okay, now it's all gone. Alright, we're going to make our bow. Make sure I get down here where you can see. I'm going to use the rest of our... So we have 2 2.5 and 2 1.5. So I'm going to start with this one.
Wanda says that just made me dizzy.
I'm sorry. Oh, don't even talk to me about rotator cuff surgery.
Oh my God, that was horrible when she went through that.
Horrible. They said the nerve block will last 24 hours. Mm-mm.
About 6.
So this is the leftover in your kit. You got quite a bit here. Actually, you have about 1 3/4 yard.
Plenty to make a bow.
Plenty to make a bow. So I always dovetail when I start. It's just like one extra thing I don't have to do at the end. We'll make sure you guys can see. So we're going to do about an 11-inch tail. So pinch and twist. And then I pull my tails out of the way. Now I'm a little funny about my little pleats in here. I like to do 6-inch bows. I don't like a big one. Well, unless you're doing it on like a tree topper or something. So I pinch it in the middle and then I twist it. Oh, my dowel rod's getting loose.
Suffer through it.
Unless it falls off. And then I put my hand in here and bring my finger. You don't want to pull it real tight. Just want to have a nice loose loop. Not loose, but just where it's making a nice poof. And then I'm going to pinch it down and then twist. I always make sure that I have my edges out and not turned under. Then we're going to do a second loop and scrunch it down. We're going to do a Lisa bow. Okay, so a Lisa bow has 3 loops of every ribbon. Here's another fun trick with clothespins. See how that raises up? Stick a clothespin on it. Go ahead and cut this one.
Tracy says, check into dry needling for back and hands. Insurance covers it. It was developed first for people with fibromyalgia.
Huh.
I'll have to look into that.
They said they... So then we're going to go in with our plaid. So I started with my tail on this side, so I'll start with my tail on this side. So we're going to do about 11-inch tail, pinch it up, and twist. Take the clothespin out. This one's going to be about a 5.5-inch loop. Now if you can't see, this is why I like a Deluxe Easy Bow Maker. It's got 1 through 8 on each side to be able to make your loops the same size. So this one's going to be about 5.5. So when you twist, make sure you do real big twist. And I kind of do the scrunchy thing down like that, so I can just hold one little piece of it and then pull your hand up here and twist. Do one more loop. So a Lisa bow has 3 loops of every ribbon. And put my handy dandy clothespin on there. So this is all I had left of that. I had just a little bit of the green. So you'll just take them and put them, here's like 2 green, and you'll put the plaid in the middle. Just keep alternating. Let's do blue next. So remember, I started on this side with my tail, so I'm going to start on this side with my tail.
Missy says, y'all, my son's cat is watching this video, LOL, while I'm rocking him.
That's funny. Meow, 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 meow.
Tammy just asked, did you cut the end wrong on that last tail?
No.
Check your tails.
Nope, I'm good. So this one's going to be about 5.
Might have been the camera angle.
Yeah. So,
But she has done that before.
oh, I've had it. Instead of making a valley, I made a mountain. These are at 5. I got 3. Now, you can make your bows with your loops all up on top of each other. Just know that you're going to have a lot of rearranging to do. Alright, I'm going to So a funky bow will use different different levels of lengths of ribbon. I always want to cut it. Oh, see, I almost did it.
He says he looks crazy when you meow at him.
Meow, meow, meow. I do that to my son's cat when he's like, he meows when he wants attention.
Just meow back at him.
So I meow back at him. He's like, what the heck? So we started with our tail on this side, so we'll start on this side. So I do 11-inch loops just so, or tails, so they're all even. But when you make a Lisa or a funky bow, a lot of times the loops on the top, you shorten them up. But I always start out with the same standard. So these are going to be about 4.5. I usually try not to make my top loop less than 4, just because they get a little tight in there and kind of don't want to lay right, unless you're making a center loop. Like sometimes I make a center loop, not always. This is our last loop. Ta-da! This will be the one that has the most wastes, if you want to call it. Okay. Can't even pick up my pipe cleaner. So you want to make sure that all your loops are on the right side, even if you push them up. And I push down and hold it really, really tight. So there's your stack. It's where the indentation of the dowel rod was. And that's where you're going to put your pipe cleaner or your zip tie, which one you ever want to use.
Amy says you make it look so easy.
Oh.
Lots and lots of practice.
Lots of practice. I used to have bows hanging up everywhere. So pull this really, really tight. Put your thumb here, put your fingers down here, and just squeeze, and then twist your bow, not the wires. Okay? So here's our top. Now Scott will say this tail goes here and this loop goes there. I just move them around till they look good. So you have 3 loops of every color. So basically you want them to be in between the layer below it. So like, and then when you move them, you don't want to just all start pulling. Kind of stay here, push down on this, and pull this way. It gets a lot nicer result.
Good night, Rosalind. We'll see
Night.
We'll see you Wednesday at 6.
Oh yeah, it is Monday, isn't it?
Linda says yes, and why does it take you an hour to make a wreath and it took me 3 hours the other day?
Practice.
I don't think you guys understand how many wreaths that she has made in the past. Not even a year.
Well, you know, I had some of it prepped. You know, I didn't cut all the mesh, but I had most of it cut. I had my tails cut.
Yeah, because prep alone takes a good 45 minutes.
If I prepped everything, yep. Sometimes I make my bow ahead of time.
Oh
So
yeah, she goes way faster when we're not doing a live. Well, no,
Not always.
Maybe not. Depends on what else because usually when she's in here just making something, she'll have a live or 2 going.
Yeah, I'll be watching somebody else while I'm doing my
get
stuff.
Distracted. And
Then I gotta stop and go watch what they're doing. So basically, you just go around and round out, what I call round out your loops.
fluff it.
Fluff it.
When in doubt, fluff it out.
Yep. So a Lisa or a terry bow, a funky bow, don't have all these long tails. So then you go around cutting off all the ribbon. how it goes. When I used to watch I still watch Damon. We're part of his business group. I'm like, why is he cutting all that ribbon off? But this is kind of, you want to start with a standard, you know, however long you're going to make your tails. And then after you've made your loops and everything.
Well, no, Damon's theory is he leaves the long tails until it's mounted on the wreath and then trims the tails to what he thinks.
I'm always afraid I'm going to cut my wreath, so I do it before I attach them.
Like you now, you're supposed to be making some shirts on Mitzi.
Okay, so I put the E6000. It's kind of tacky, not sticky, but tacky. Could you get me 2 more pipe cleaners? I cut mine up.
Where are they at? Oh,
in the drawer. So these are cable mounts. Sometimes I have black ones, sometimes I have white ones. The reason I put the E6000 on the sign is when it's really, really hot or really, really cold.
How many do you need?
Just 2. Thank you, sir. It helps it be secure better. I've had a couple things, a sign come off, a wreath, because it was like July. The metal was kind of ripply, so I'm thinking that might have had something to do with it, but I started doing it this way and I haven't had anything fall off. I just put it on there and I kind of twist it. And then these cable mounts you can buy, I bought these at Menards in the electrical part, and you can feed it up this way and you can feed it over this way, whichever way you want to.
Most of the time we buy them on Amazon.
Yeah.
But it's about the same price at like...
Menards and Amazon's the same, 11 something for 100.
I think they were like $1 more for 100 at Lowe's. I looked the last time I was there.
So if you go to Our Backroom Creations, on the sidebar on the left, it says Tools I Use. I have a lot of things there linked. All you have to do is click on it and you can go straight to Amazon and buy what I use. So some people will put their pipe cleaners in half and have like 2 things off of each one. Sometimes if you're making a bigger wreath, that does not work out because...
Okay, Dawn made a very important comment.
What?
I noticed you put the glue on before you start. It doesn't dry up. You actually want it to dry up some.
So think about contact cement. Remember when some of us were younger? Contact cement, you put it on one thing and you put it on another. You let it dry a little bit and you stick it together and it sticks like rock. That's the premise of that. You want it to dry up a little bit and get tacky. So when you stick something, the little sticky pad on the back of the mount,
they're really hard to pull off.
They're really hard to pull off. So I don't like my signs in the middle anymore. I used to do that. I kind of like them kicked off about 4 or 5 o'clock. And then I usually put my bow up here. Now, I usually have a long-tailed bow when I do that. So if you want your sign up here and your funky bow down here, that's also an option, which is probably what I'm going to do tonight.
Well, hi, Debbie. Thank you for sprinkling.
Okay, how I get all my... I was attacked by mesh. This is a 7-inch upholstery needle. I bought it in a set of 3. You can get them at Walmart, Joann's. Fits the pipe cleaner in it, and then you just go straight down. Goes right through all the mesh. They are sharp, so watch where you stick your hand.
Mitzi did the same thing you did.
What?
Have to watch ordering the cable mounts. I ordered some and they ended up with tiny ones.
Oh!
Jeanette bought a...
Like this tiny?
They can't see that.
Oh.
Glare on the bag.
Glare on the bag.
Tracy says, so glad you told us about cable mounts. My hubby is an electrical engineer, and I just go out in his workshop and get them.
So these are really, really tiny.
What are those, ½ inch?
I think they're ½ inch. I have used them on some like
You can still use them. They're just smaller.
They're like mini size. So I've already got that one through here. Now, who asked about signs there? Linda? Pay attention.
Get kind of late. Linda made it bed.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. So just yank on through. It's going to go right through the mesh.
Mitzi says yes, those right there.
I know,
Yeah,
I did it too.
Jeanette was so disappointed when she opened the Amazon bag and those
I'm like, what the heck?
cable mounts. Because she wasn't paying attention when she ordered them. And,
well, because the picture was big, so I didn't.
Linda's still with us.
So I'm just putting my pipe cleaners through right now. The biggest thing that you do not want to do is pull too hard. You have to find a happy medium. Try not to poke myself.
T says she loves the signs.
Thanks.
Well, hi, Susan. She loves the pretty colors.
I don't know. I can't read my comments.
Again?
Again.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing nothing.
Well, I'm
going to choke him out when I get off here.
I'm not even on that screen. I have my own screen.
Yep, I made the sign too, T. It's available in the shop.
Tracy said the tiny ones would work with floral wire. Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, they'll have pipe cleaner in them too.
Oh yeah, the pipe cleaners will still fit in the little one.
Okay, here, Linda, can you see I'm moving my sign? So if you pull down like that, see how I'm smashing everything? You don't want that. So you want things, you don't want to be able to see your pipe sign. It's like a happy medium. You want it like firmly attached to the wreath, but you don't want it pulling down so tight that it gets that scrunched effect. So I'm just attaching this to my cross member.
Down a little bit.
Oops, sorry.
There you go.
So see, a lot of times you're wanting to put something where the frame is not. So these make nice attachment sites.
Dawn says, I've done that one, ordered ribbon, thought she was ordering 2.5 and got 4. Yeah, but that's a
bonus.
That's a good thing, though. 4-inch ribbon is amazing.
So this one the same way. You don't want to, if you pull too tight, see how it's, I don't know if you can see how it's coming down. So you just want to find a happy medium where it's just firm against the top of the wreath, but not squishing all your stuff underneath.
Susan says missed most of it, but we'll watch replay.
Oh, thank you.
She was busy with her great-granddaughter.
Aw, well that's a good reason to miss, huh?
Never turn down family time.
Nope.
Especially the things that are going on now.
So you want to do the shaky test? I'll have to fix your ribbon tails, as always, because you're flipping your wreath around.
Well, you know. Well, hi, Kelly. Dawn says
Kelly.
it's hard for her to work with 4-inch.
Yeah, I usually only use the 4-inch. If I'm going to make a bow out of 4-inch, it's either going to be all 4-inch and just that one ribbon, or it's just the back loops.
Ah, Linda said, I see what I did wrong. Her pipe cleaners were in the U shape instead of the way you did them.
That's exactly why I said that I only attach them on one end, because your pipe cleaner's not long enough. So now I'm going to attach my bow. And I found me a hole, so I'm just going to attach it that way. Same thing with the bow. You don't want to pull it down too tight, or it should be looking...
I did that. Got the wreath all done, looked at it, and like, something's just not right. I couldn't figure it out. So I just set it aside, went back the next day. I'm like, oh my God, it's sunk in.
So then you just fluff everything out. You want to switch cameras for me, honey?
I suppose.
I suppose.
I'm sure it's an easier way to do this.
Do you walk by wreaths and just go, oh, I gotta fluff that bow? I do that all the time.
I spent probably a good 3 hours at the shop the other day.
Fluffing our bows.
Fluffing bows and fixing mesh.
So this is the kit. Like I said, on the green mesh in the kit, you'll have the really wide foil of the pink, purple, and blue. Floyd sold all mine. And like, see that ribbon? You either want it on top of your sign or just
tuck it behind it.
Tuck it behind it a little bit.
You don't want to cover the sign.
I don't want to cover the sign too much.
Amy says she loves it.
Thank you. kind of cute. I'll put that one in my office. Thank you, Mitzi.
Thought you were going to take the sunflower.
Oh yeah, I'm going to take my sunflower. Thank you, Debbie. Dawn. Thanks, T. There went my comments again.
It must be a hiccup because mine just did the same thing too.
Did it?
Maybe they're coming in too fast for...
More than cute. Thanks, Vincent. Thank you, Kelly and Shauna.
Don't give her too many compliments. She won't be able to get out of the room.
I do like to make wreaths. I started a year ago just because I wanted to make some wreaths for the home. And then some people at work saw pictures and they're like, can you make me one? And that's really how my business started. And then, of course, you know, we started making signs because I couldn't find what I wanted. Normally, every designer, you know, great designer will tell you to pick your sign, and then that's how you pick your mesh and your ribbons. I kind of do it backwards. I pick all my sign, my mesh and my ribbons, and then I go looking for a sign. If I don't have one I like, I make one. So that's the good thing about being a sign maker. Don't be jelly, Floyd.
I'm not.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Shauna. Alright, guys. So, unfortunately, this kit is sold out, but we do have the...
And we're going to be releasing another one here in a few days.
Yep, and I've got works, I'm thinking flip-flops. I've already got a sign. Oh, and I'm going to do a flamingo. I've already got my eye set on what I want for the flamingo. So if you guys have any thoughts about what you want to see, if you have any signs that you need custom work, we do custom work as well. And don't forget about the watermelon kit, and we do the mystery bow kits where you get 10 to 12 yards of ribbon once a month for, how much is it?
15.
15, that includes shipping. And then we also have the private group where we do things a lot slower. I give you a recipe card of all the item numbers that I've used. And we do a lot of different things. So.
Amy says ladybug.
I already did a ladybug.
I don't know, we might have to do another one.
Well, and that's what I thought. I did a gnome ladybug, so I thought about just doing a regular ladybug. So I might. Good night, Amanda.
Yep, good night, everybody.
Shh, Susan, you'll jinx us. We're not going to get bad weather. I don't want to drive in it. Alright, guys, have a great night. Keep your crafting going. Those who have a hard time with bows, keep trying, keep practicing. Buy some cheap ribbon and just keep at it. So, happy crafting and good night. I'll see you guys Wednesday.